I forgot, man. Let's look over here at the camera, man. As you can see, we are backstage with none other than Shawn Hook. He's getting ready. He's just moments away from rocking the house. Shawn, how you doing?
I'm doing great. We're doing some vocal warm-ups. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do.
Nice. I think he's ready. I think he's ready. Listen, man. Can you believe it's been almost 1 year since Sound of Your Heart dropped? Isn't it like June of last year?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been wild. You know, I was a little nervous before we went out with Sound of Your Heart because I wasn't sure it wasn't my pick for the single. I thought another song should be my single, and I was a little nervous about it. And it wasn't getting a lot of momentum at radio, but it picked up on iTunes, and then it started selling and selling and selling, and like every week it was going higher and higher and higher. And then, you know, radio picked up, and then the momentum has been nonstop.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's been quite a year for you, but we know that there's no such thing as an overnight success. You've been doing this for a while. You've been putting out lots of great music also for television. Tell us a little bit about, you know, how you started and kind of the trajectory to get to here.
Yeah, it's been a long road. You know, I grew up in a small town. Music was always my foundation and my passion. It was never my career choice. I didn't think of it as a career. It was always just something I did for fun. But after high school, you know, I just gravitated towards music more and more. I started writing my own music, recording my own music. I became obsessed with everything music, songwriting. I started reading a ton of books. And I was like, you know what, I got to move out. Moved out of a small town to Vancouver, made my first record, put it up online. I got a call to come down to LA from a music supervisor. She set up some showcases for me. And then I ended up signing a deal with ABC Studios here in LA, and that was my first really like big break, first industry moment.
What is in the water in Canada? Because we know several great, talented male singer-songwriters have come out over a recent time period. What are you guys drinking up there?
I'm not sure what it is. You know, we're the balcony that overhangs the party. I'm not afraid to say that as a Canadian. I'm a proud Canadian, but. You know what? I think it's just we're humble, we're hungry, and you know what? I don't know. I think it's just in the water, I guess.
Do you notice any differences between American and Canadian audiences?
It's interesting. As a Canadian, being only a Canadian artist, there is a difference. I think Canadians look to see what's going on outside the world before they look in their own backyard. But once Canadian artists leave and make it, they're the first ones to welcome Canadian artists back. That is something I have noticed. Even with my recent success in America, I just went back for the Juno Awards, and it's night and day. It's like I'm a new artist for some reason, but that's just kind of how it is.
That's unbelievable, even though you came from that.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like we're there. Canada is there for the reception, but not necessarily for the send-off. But you know, I'm so proud to be from Canada. I've had a lot of all my great teachers and influences, mentors have been from Canada, and it's nice to come back now.
Any idea what the next single is going to be?
There's a few up on the board. Actually, I'm in the studio tomorrow morning working on a new song with a writer named Julia Michaels, and she's super talented, and I think that has potential. There's also a song I wrote with Ryan Tedder from One Republic that has potential. There's a bunch, so I don't know yet. I'm like, we're still kind of in that phase of, I'm still writing for the record, so we haven't picked out the next one yet.
Okay. Let's get to a few quick fan questions, okay? Are you in a relationship?
I am, yes I am.
How long has that been going on?
About 3 years. It'll be 3 years.
Oh, that's serious?
Yeah, it is. It is, yes. It's crazy. Before her, I hadn't been in a relationship because no one wanted to date me because I was a musician, I was in and out of town, and like I couldn't, you know, I just didn't have time. Yeah. But my girlfriend now is just an amazing partner, and she's so supportive of my career and of me, and I'm supportive of her, and it works. It's working for now.
It really helps to find someone who's supportive because it's such a crazy business. Yeah. So that's really important. Really, really important. Okay. Any pre-concert rituals?
Usually, I like to find a quiet space and kind of write out my set.
Not happening tonight.
Not happening. And tonight's set's kind of a shorter set, so I just did a show in Napa on the weekend. It was like a long set, and it was just me and a piano. So I like to sit down and like write out my songs, go check out the venue, sit in the venue, feel like, okay, what do I feel like if I was watching someone perform tonight? What's the venue? What's the vibe? And then I go back and I try to write out like what I want to say between songs. I try to consciously have banter prepared. And then I forget about it and I go on stage and I do my thing. But I like to prepare.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Last fan question. Any advice to new young artists trying to break into the business?
Just immerse yourself in anything you can in this industry. We're blessed and cursed in a sense with technology, but use technology for what it's worth. I mean, social media is incredible. There's so many different avenues to put your stuff out there and also gain access to other creators that you can collaborate with. I'd say just work your butt off and don't quit.
There you go. Work your butt off and don't quit. Shawn Hook, everybody. I'm sure you've got the song. If you don't have it by now, why haven't you downloaded it? Sound of your heart, and be on the lookout for new music. Shawn Hook in the mix with HK. Thanks, Shawn.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
You just got mixed, shaken, and stirred by HK.